Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Joe, and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Season 4, with water this time. Last time I showed you everything that I know about water so far, and how I upgraded it, and today we're actually going to do things. For example, this guy over here, it's supposed to be full of coal. It's not. Also, we're using a lot of chemicals. Both of those things need to be fixed. And, by the way, this population is just not growing. Good to see that you are still here. So there's several problems for different reasons for different things, and I will try to address some of them. The first one, these storages are completely empty. Why are they empty? Well, they're empty because one, we don't have enough people coming up here, but two, the people that do come up here have an average productivity sometimes of not enough or too much, or I don't know. But we need more coal, because we're moving a lot of coal around right now for the steel mills, but also to export, plus also I would like to start filling the harbor over there. Let's keep this running forward. Filling the harbor over here. All of that is important. Speaking of the harbor, let's continue building the harbor. Well, why don't we? You can go there, you can go there. I think I want to get this one done as well, and sure, this guy also has to get done. Just to sign a couple things. Great. That's part of the issue. The other part, before I get distracted again, a lot of these people complain about different things. A lot of them actually complain about sport, and sport is actually hurting health a lot. Do I? Be the patience. It looks like we are taking care of business here, but I'm just going to fill this up, give you a couple more people. Hopefully this takes care of everything that we need. But yes, they're complaining about sport. Sport is not a hard thing to attain, but at this point I only have the indoor pool over here, which looks like it's pretty close to capacity, and the indoor pool over here, which seems to have some people waiting in front at times. But there's more space. I can just add at least a couple summer varieties of sport that should help over time. At least I hope it does. What do we have here? Football playground. Basketball and volleyball. I think that's a great one. Can we put that up here on the mountain? That will be honestly the perfect spot for it. You don't seem like you're gonna play ball here, are you? Do we have a couple vehicles available for... Oh, come on. Come on, game. I already don't have that much time because it's close to winter and I would like to get this all done before the snow starts falling. But my hopes are pretty contained. Let's go with that. Okay, that's not going to work. Basketball court is a lot smaller, so plop one in here. Yeah, that can get built. F2, we don't have to see that all the time. I guess if we plop one in here, it probably won't help that much, but plopping one down here, I think there's a sewage something down here, or just something. What is this? What is that? This has to be a sewage station that doesn't currently have a footpath connection. Interesting. Oh, there's a lot of sewer lines running through here. That's why you place the sewer lines at the very end, because you probably can't build on top of anything afterwards. Can't fit it there. Already did one of those guys. Football stadium, no, that's too big. That's too big. Outdoor hotel pool. These are all cute. Volleyball court, I suppose. This will has to do. This will do. Just give you a good connection right there. That looks good. Get you built, and then probably one more, and then we can assign all those out for construction. The only reason I'm using the mods on these is have at least, you want to have at least three workers working at a time. And I guess we could plop one in here. It's not a terrible place, but I don't know if this stadium is used for anything. I think it's just for attraction value. It's not really for sport value. So, well, I'm just going to put this here. I don't know what else to do with it. And then we're going to tell number 3 to get their move on. All of this has to get built. But if we get one up there. And this side, honestly, should be taken care of by this sport. So, yeah. I hope that will help with health and everything else. Government loyalty, nothing is too great, but we're going to let this run for a little while. The next thing that I have to do, sadly, is This is a problem. This is a problem, and I have not done this before. This I have done before many times. You've seen me do this on screen too, on the stream, and while I'm doing things here. But it's not what I like doing. But I don't feel like we can actually fix anything. Can I? Nope. I'm already filled up. But we're not catching up on any of the cases. In addition to, there are no cases in this city right now, but this courthouse is relatively full, and that's not helping. I think these are still after. This is still an aftermath of the well, the problem that I created back in the day, and well, I gotta fix it somehow. Our prisons are completely empty because the courthouse currently cannot really keep up with things. We can put a couple more people in there. Mostly because most of my workers in this city that I saw earlier, they're not 100% effective workers, so that's not really helping. But I want the save to continue. I'm forcing it a little bit. I don't think I will do this again, because if that's the real problem, then I created a problem. I can't fix it, potentially. Then I will just say, well, this republic has failed. But at this point, I'm not quite there yet. What I'm going to do is do a cool cheat. Reset citizens' crime levels. They should, I just clicked it once, they should reset everything so there's not a full, what is it, avalanche of cases coming in all at the same time. It's like when you start a new game up. What I'm also going to do is reduce prices by, well, it reduced it by a lot. I had 3 million earlier, and now I have 40,000, so that was actually quite interesting. Like by 100 million. Yeah, now we have 42,000. Great. So that should all work. And now if we look at this guy, for example, you only make 5,000, but this is really 4 million. I think it will just help with the pricing a little bit and all those things. I think that will be great. What do people cost now to invite them? I can't invite anyone there. I'm just curious. Just curious. Don't want to do it, but 990 people. Yeah, that feels good. That feels normal. Great. So we have all of those things done. What else do we need? Well, we need several things. We need more workers out here, especially going to the this train platform. The problem that we have is we have this guy sitting here. We have this guy sitting here. We have this guy over here. We have another train going through there. We have a train waiting right here. We have a train waiting right here. Do you see what I'm trying to say? We have a lot of trains in a lot of different places, but we also have a lot of people waiting here. And most of the trains that we have are currently not... well, why is this one not full? That's annoying. Some of them are not running at full capacity, and that's not really helping. You are going to a waypoint. What I would actually like you to do is go out to the coal mine first and then go make your way back. I think that should help with the coal production, because people from here go directly to the cableway station. People from here do not. Why? Because I don't want to individually assign everything that's going on over here. So yeah, that's a problem. The next thing that I wanted to look at, it is October, perfect, because I wanted to see how much we are importing last month. 43 tons. The month before, we were importing 50 tons of chemicals. This is mostly, well, a lot of it is water, but also 30 days times this with a really high production, that is what? 30 times, I don't know. I don't know how much chemicals we're using from this plant, but we have to produce a lot of chemicals. Are we going to be able to produce 43 tons? Nope. But I would like to be able to turn off chemical imports. I mean, again, most of these places actually require chemicals and they're using them. I just don't know how much they're using. I should probably just, let's do this, quick test. Turn that off. We're running in slow-mo, and then see how long you last. That's not bad. It really isn't bad. That makes me hopeful that we can at least handle the chemicals for this guy. But we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. Chemicals will go right here. Yeah, we agree. I may even throw it in here. I should probably reconnect. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but there's an oil pipeline that I'll probably want to use for something. But yes, we have this relatively flat, not really flat, but relatively flat area over here for a lot of chemicals. And we got to figure out what all we need to build the chemical complex. I actually really like building this one. Yeah, we're going to use vanilla because water. That's the main reason. But all we need is gravel, crops, water, wood, oil, and power to produce 0.81 tons of chemicals. When there's... How am I supposed to produce 43 tons or up to 50 tons of chemicals? I need about 60 chemical plants. 60. That's not going to happen. I don't even... Oh. Okay, what we can do is do our best, right? So let's start with this. I think... You know what? I'm considering going completely distribution office for these. Because gravel, just a tiny amount, and you have a pretty good storage. That's like 10 days of storage. Wood, I don't see an internal storage, but even if that's the problem, we'll probably fine. Crops, 8 tons, that's pretty good. Yeah, why does it not tell me what the wood storage is? Or does it just... Here. If I just go over here, I can just see if there's wood storage inside. Yes, there's wood storage. Everything is a really big amount, so I don't feel like I have to automate everything, especially since a lot of the automation pieces are really, really expensive. So, yeah, let's see what we can make with that information. I just blurted out. That probably didn't mean anything to anyone. Water and sewage comes in. Oil is the only one that we could do via... Well, we can do a lot with automated vehicles, but honestly, I feel like we can do this the nice way. The only problem I see is walking distance. Where are our 400 meters? You come over here, 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 and then there. This is already 400 meters, but actually more than that. Delete the last two. If I get you to here, that's 291 meters. Really? How's this 100 meters? 350. What the? 390. So somewhere in here we could place a just a passenger station that allows people to just walk to their jobs. You know what we're going to do? Exactly that. We do want a big passenger station. Why is that? Because chemicals by itself only requires 60 people. But if we're going to drop off a train here, where half of it is supposed to go to the power plant, half or a third going to the refinery, then we need another third to go here. It's going to be a big train that drops off here, hopefully often. So, yeah, bus platform, large. This one looks great. Let's line this up. Ooh, you'll like this. Let's use a snap. Let's use the grid for this. Yeah, we're gonna line up the grid like this. I think this is fine. I'm taking it back a little bit just in case I have to move the footpath around a little bit so it can actually fit in here. That looks great. Now, probably want... I don't want to place all the buildings right away, or do I? Do I want to place the road first or the buildings first? I should place one row of buildings first. So how about... Should I just build these in blocks that are essentially facing each other? I don't think that's going to be ugly, honestly. So if I do this here... flip it and reverse it. That's not bad. They're just looking at each other. I kind of like this. I kind of like this style. How many can we fit here? Probably 8. That's my guess. That's aligned. Rotate you around probably this way. I don't want them to connect to each other. Probably rotate you this way. That works. Perfect. And I think... Yeah, now they're aligned. That looks pretty good. So now we have 4 there. There's definitely one extra one here that we can use. The only thing that I'm not 100% sure about is, do I want to set up a distribution office to pick up everything, or should I use forklifts to collect the chemicals and bring them to a place? If I want to do forklifts, I do think I have forklifts with road connections through them. Which means in this case it would totally work. Yeah, I like it. But if I want to then use forklifts, then I can't use this guy over here. Can I? I could. Because I can still connect the forklift connection to the connection down here. So yeah, this should all be fine. Rotate you again. Flip like this. They're not perfectly in a line, but they are at least aligned the way that, well, aligned to each other, I should say. If you come out here, there you go. There's one. Come out here, flip you around. That looks good. Just a couple more. We need as many as we can make. I don't think there's a question about that. So let's fit you here. Thank you, snapping. And fit you right here. Apparently, I placed the other two chemical plants to the left of here in reverse, so we gotta fix that. Thank you. Thank you. Chemical plants out again. Looks great. Flip you, reverse you. Now you're right. I needed the factory connections on this side because that's where we're gonna run the forklift business. This looks like it's all aligned, and then we could put something else here or make that the distribution place. So far, I like it. Now let's get some roads in here. Just basic connections. These should be pretty much straight. This one I can align. This one I can... no, I can't align it because it's not on a snapping point. Because the road here on the chemical plant will be right on a snapping point, and the road that I have on the station simply isn't. But that's okay. It's pretty close, but if I put it that close to that area, I think my forklifts will have connection problems. Yeah, we're just gonna go here. It's gonna be fine. All right, give me a road that can go through here, and then a very slight curve in there. Slider. There you go. That looks good. And yeah, just all the way through here, and eventually you can connect back up to these guys. Beautiful. That looks good, that looks good. And then this one, too steep. No, don't. Don't you too steep me. If we turn off all the snapping nonsense. There you go. Just need a 90-degree curve. And, oh, that's gonna work. That's gonna work just fine. Good thing we have the control, the construction offices out here, and just a little more. I think I'm happy with that. Cool. So those are connected. I do hope, let's do this one again. Connect you to there and connect you to there. I'm happy with that. It's not perfectly straight, but that is fine. These guys, you know what? That will do the trick for me. I like it. Get these connected. So now we have 4, 4, 9. 9 total chemical plants over here. You know how many tons of chemical that is? If we produce 100% at 100% production? 10. 10 tons of chemicals. That barely makes a dent into what I want to do here. So that's kind of painful. I think we have to adjust that down the road a little bit. But for right now, I just want to play. What's this? Forklift road pedestrian crossing. Interesting. Didn't know that that was a thing. Just a factory connection for single rail. That is nice. Forklift road crossing. This is exactly what I was looking for. So we're going to replace this piece. Hopefully with that. And then we're going to replace one over here. Replace one over here. And replace the last one all the way out here. This is why you plan, guys. This is exactly why you plan, because things always happen. If I use the grid, I don't think I can get my forklift connection exactly where I want it. So we're going to do this somewhat freehand and hope that it all works out. Somewhat freehand. So far, so good. So far, so good. And... cool. Those are half of my forklift connections that I needed, because now we're just connected here. We still have to be connected on the side, and those are the vanilla forklift connections. Let's make sure that they actually fit there, otherwise this whole concept is completely useless. This concept is completely useless. Gosh. What am I doing? I know that lately more of you have said that I'm not following my usual recommendation of not leaving enough space, and you are right. You're absolutely right. I have not been leaving myself enough room to do what I need to do here. I don't think... yeah, we're not going to be able to connect that. On this side, I'm not terribly worried about it because we will actually easily... yes, delete it. We should easily be able to move these guys just over just a tiny bit, and then we should have enough space. I'm more worried about on this side. I think I just have to move the chemical plants on the north side here to the right a little bit more, and then we should be able to do what I need to do. Get rid of all that. Looks good. Enter to get rid of those guys, and now we will try again. Chemical plant, yes. Chemical plant, yes. Snapping, nope. The wrong button there, sorry. F1 for normal grid, and then F1 again is when you turn on the snapping. You also have this extra icon over here. Then rotate over, flip, just like that. That looks good. And then I said I do want to go over as much as I can, at least this far. If I can get one more out of this, that would be great. Maybe, yeah. I can't get it if I don't have the snapping turned on right here. Let's just even out the land a little bit. And this is probably as far as I need. That's the wrong way. The forklift connection is facing the wrong way. Great. Have I mentioned that I haven't really played this in about a week since Water came out, because there were a lot of things I was trying out and just couldn't get right yet, so I'm still sitting here just being an amateur. Yeah, that happened. Flip this one around. That looks really good. They should be able to connect pretty easy here. This whole thing should be perfect. Great. This road, I'm pretty sure it's going to look a little different when I'm done with it. So, let's try this again. We need... first, I'm just going to place the regular forklift connections without the F2, or without the snapping. Sure. Put one there. Put one there. Wow, that's just a ridiculous length that it gave me there. Put one there. Put one... we already have one here. We don't have one here. Beautiful. That kind of worked. Now we have to make sure that these pieces are not connected yet, because we need the special forklift connections for those. So, where are you? You are here. Yep. Yeah, I mean... see. No. See, the grid is just snapping to a different place, so I don't want to use it there. We'll see what we'll do. If we can do something else that looks fancy enough here later. But even if I don't go crazy on... oh! And I can use the forklifts to essentially transport everything, because it is small enough amounts. Transport everything besides liquids. And I think we're going to do that. So I will use distribution offices, but not for as much as I initially thought I would need. So that's actually pretty exciting to me. I'm deleting all these because we still need the forklift connections to be able to go through here. That's important. Without that, we can't really connect all of these guys. So that should be relatively self-explanatory. Making that relatively straight. That looks good. This one... oh yeah, there you go. Is that good enough? Do I want it like this? Or do... yeah, I think I want it like this. Get you there, then make this connection, and then make this connection. That's good. Really? F4? No. F1? No. Why? Oh. No snapping. No, it's all off. It's still not working. Great. Cool. Great new update, guys. No, I like it. just sometimes you do feel like you're doing 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but I don't think that's the case today. It's just fighting me a little bit more than I wanted to. I think what we're gonna what we're going to do is take this connection because it's already working. That's not the road that we're using here. That's the road that we're using here. Great. You connect in there. You can connect in there. So, if you run into this and you don't like the turn, you can do something really, really simple. Take the middle out, whatever is bad, make your connection that you want, and then try from the other side. If that connection is still not working, no problem. Take your pieces back and then go do this. Go about as far as where the nodes are, because that creates a node right where you want it. Connect the rest of the pieces, and now your node is right in the middle right there, and that's where you wanted the connection anyway, so life is good. Building in the way. What are you? What are you smoking? Now we have that one come in there. Just connect that one here, that one here. That looks pretty reasonable if you ask me. Let's do the same thing here so we don't have the same issue. It's about there, middle. There's a node here, there's a node there. There's already a node here. That all looks pretty decent. And this one just levels out right there. I like it. I like that a lot. The question is, where are we going to put the garage, or the forklift garages? That's a great question, because one of the things that we could do is allow our vehicles to actually, not our vehicles, allow the trains to deliver the things that we need. Do we need train amounts of materials? Nope. And we have a chemical already, or a chemical place already up here. We have gravel really close to the area already. I think we can handle all of this with trucks. Yeah, honestly. We can even just bring the wood into here and just take it up from there. We could drop off crops in here. Well, no, I want to keep this chemicals. I just want to fill that one up with chemicals and not worry about anything else. If we want crops, we would pick it up from this building, potentially. I think that's fine. It's also close enough. It could be a little better. We could allow some crops to come in here. I could even put a second warehouse up here. Why don't we just do that? I think I like that more than any of the other options that we have here. So, plop this one in here, just a regular warehouse. Get you connected there. Get these rails in here. Easy peasy. And now we can just bring everything else. I think it's just crops that we still need out there. That feels good so far, I think. Let's plan out our conveyors. Not conveyors, our garages. No, not garages. What am I saying? Forklifts. Let's plan out the forklifts. The vanilla one has 4 parking spots, just not big enough. They have bigger ones than this one. But I think we're just going to go with 2 of these guys. Is 2 going to be enough? I think so. We're going to go on this side or on the other side. I want you on this side mostly because I already know that we have to store something. Like, if I drop off the crops here, I still need trucks to bring the crops in here. Is that a good alternative? Is that a good setup? Is that a setup worth having? I think my answer would be no. So I need to move crops, wood, chemicals to do what we need to do. Wow, there's some water in here. I actually like it. Are you producing? No, you need water. You need an extra water connection, and I'll probably have to make that happen here pretty soon. I am pausing because I don't want to see snow. Is this good? Is this how I want to do this? I need crops. I have oil available. I need gravel. That needs to be a truck. So just crops and wood come through the connection, and then I want to store chemicals. Yeah, no, it should be fine. So, let's get our forklift crossing. No. Yes, we do need a forklift crossing, whatever we're doing, and it's going to be approximately here, but I don't want to place it until I place my garages. So, garage number 1, maybe here. Garage number 2, maybe here. Just flip you. Maybe it looks a little better. That looks nice. Then I would like the vanilla crossing in between these. Ideally, with a way to connect them. Nope. They say no. That's rude. Okay. Get me the forklift garage. There we go. Just pull you out a little more, and that's good enough. think we can do the same thing right here. Don't really see a reason why we couldn't. All we needed was enough room, and, well, let's give it enough room so they are happy. Cool. Now I built this one so we have an extra connection to the 2 storage units that I will need. One of them is a warehouse. I don't really see a reason why I can't just build a normal sized warehouse in here. So maybe plop that. Oh, this honestly is not terrible. Not terrible location-wise. Let's see if we can make this all happen. I love how I'm using the space. Patting my back here way before we're done with everything, but I kind of love already where we're going with this. Let's see, is there a good... You say that's a 90-degree turn. I don't buy it. Sure, put one there and put one here. There's your connection. That looks fine. I just want to make sure that we have that so I can add all the other things that we don't have yet. And then I realize that I still need a normal crossing right here. Crossings are just the hot commodity right now. I love it. Put that one there. Put that one here. And then we need one. Oh, like, as much as I didn't want to make this complicated and just use distribution offices to do all of this, I like this a lot better. Not gonna lie, I like this a lot better. This is nice and complicated, but not hugely complicated that it doesn't make sense. So we put that one there. I still need a aggregate storage. This guy. No, I still need this guy for wood, and honestly, I can probably just ship the wood from up here with a truck out here as well. I think that all works. Could we use distribution office for all that and make sure that all of this is full? Yep. Which I may still do. Maybe we'll just throw a large distribution office right here and that can take care of all the things that we needed to do. I think that will be fine. But for right now, this is good. Open storage. Give me the smallest open storage. I think that should be fine. Flip you around, connect you. Oh, wow. I wasn't sure that I was going to get it in there because it was fighting me a little bit. And then all I need here... I am confused. Oh, did he add a new road cargo station that's just a little smaller? Oh, that's cute. And it has a through station too. That is cute. I like that small addition. That's quite neat, but I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not going to get what I want here. Am I able to remove this road? Yes. Yes, I am. This road is not detrimental to anything right now. So let's try this again and see if we can get something going here that will make me happy. First, let's try the smaller version. I think you're a through station. I think that's a silly assumption. I would like you to be a through station. If I put you here, what are the odds this is going to work? If this is a through station, even better, but if it isn't, I want to make sure that I'm prepared for it. That one can connect here, that one can connect here, that's all I need from them. Then the original road, we're just gonna detour. Kind of in parallel. Set kind of in parallel. See, there you go. Make this one connect here, this one can connect here, and then this one can just be a dirt road connecting straight up to this piece. That looks great. Now, there is going to be another forklift connection that we need right in that area, which will be done right now. Sure. We will have a slight turn in here, so that should be fine. Yep, that looks fine. Number 7 should be able to connect to this one. That also is fine. And then you... connect right there, and you can just be, again, a dirt road over here. I don't want an extra node if I can avoid it. Put that one there, and maybe put this one here. Sure. There's a really short piece of road that you have to build. Yeah, that's no problem. Okay. I believe, I'm very certain at this point, we have everything connected with 2 large forklift garages. We can bring fuel to these guys. We're going to bring wood here. We're going to bring grain and chemicals here. And then the chemicals from here can be shipped out to this guy. So far, so good, I think. Honestly, pretty happy with all of that. So that is neat. What else do I need? What else have I forgotten? We need gravel, but gravel can honestly just be done by a truck distribution office that goes out here to this guy and picks up fresh gravel from there. That should be no problem. Oil. We have to connect oil, and that's one of the pipes that we definitely have to do, or that we definitely should do. Or is it? Or is it? What are you thinking, people, Joe? Building pipe for these 9 chemical plants is going to take a lot. A lot of steel. Yes, we have steel now, but it's also going to take a lot of time and all that stuff. What we could do instead is look at our pipe oil fuel loading and unloading station. Looks like this. Put that one over here, and then let a distribution office come out and pick up the oil from this place and drop it off in the chemical plants. Chemical plants, do you have you have 20 tons of oil storage? Yes, that will totally work. I like that a lot better. Could I send the truck all the way over here to loaded stuff? Yes. But I'm not convinced that this one has a good loader, because there's a loader for trains on here. I'm not sure that there's a fast loader for oil in there. Is this completely necessary to build one? No, but I want to. We'll see if I regret it later. I'm looking at these numbers. They haven't moved down, which I consider a good thing. So there's that too. Don't know that I want to block everything that I have here, because what I could also do is put this one over here. Then I could still use the forklift connections that we have on that side if I really wanted to. So let's cancel this pipe, go underground, cancel a little bit of this pipe, and just continue running the underground pipe all the way to here, so we don't have to see it. Kind of happy with that. That looks great. Hitting the wrong buttons now. That's a little bit embarrassing. Can you just... There you go. That looks fine. So that is going to be for oil. This is going to be for grain. This is going to be for chemicals. We could make this for, or use this for... What happened here? Does it already build it? Can't tell. I can't tell what happened there. Do I have... Are you guys doing something? What happened here? Oh, I can't see through it with that stuff on top, with the asphalt on top. That's a little unfortunate, because I don't know if you have picked it up yet. There's a train coming through there. Interesting. Very interesting. Can I build stuff that's over here, or is it something else that's broken? Road connection does not exist. That makes sense. No, I can assign this guy, but I can't assign stuff that's underneath this. I mean, fine. It's technically a... No, we don't demolish the building. It's technically free to fix, but it's a little unfortunate that it makes you do that. Anyways, back to the regularly scheduled program. Assign those guys. Yeah, they look very different. It almost looks like it was building it beforehand already. I don't know what happened there. It was a little strange. Can't get to that yet. Yeah, I understand. Asphalt road, asphalt square. Square that up, square this up. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there before. I must have done something wrong. Let's just settle with that. Cool. So we have oil, we have grain, we have chemicals, we have wood, we have gravel somewhere over there. And the next thing that we still need is water, I believe. Gravel, wood, crops, oil, water. Okay, let's get some water in there. I am... Part of me is assuming that by the time the game actually comes out, or the update comes out, the water update comes out, the water consumption would have been adjusted to something... Sorry, the chemical consumption for the water preparation would have been adjusted to something more realistic or doable. But we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. This looks good. Okay. We need... What's the water quality that we need here? Yeah, we got to look at that now because it's scary. Water quality asks for 67%. We do not need to make the water better here. So a simple water well that can fill all these tanks at a time would be enough. I think it's a one water well plus a one pump, and then a bunch of water switches should be more than enough to get all of this going. Because as far as I'm concerned, as far as I understand, all the water switches are pass-through only, and I think that'll be pretty good. Get all of this just started so they can get started on the roads. Let's get this also started for the factory connections. That should be good. And yeah, let's do the water. We need 10 per, so we need about 100 cubic meters of water total, which is great. That is technically a large water well, but practically I think 70 cubic meters will get us pretty much exactly where we need to go. We don't have to do anything fancy here. I'm totally happy placing this just right here. Honestly, we don't need to do anything really fancy. I could put it at the end here. No, that's going to take away some of our space. What I'm looking for right now is the water connections are on this side, so I would like to set this up in a way that we can actually put pumps and everything in a reasonable location. So that one goes in there. Okay, let's do some math here. Let's do some math because I think this could actually be beneficial. Big pump first. Big pump, again, as I said last time, has a flow ratio. Let's turn you around first. Has a flow ratio. Can I do half grids underneath? Nice. Can do a flow ratio. I'm going to get it of 90 cubic meters. That's all it can do. Not more, not less. That's exactly what it has. Uphill is a little less, and downhill is a little more. I should say it that way. So cool. I don't think I want the grid snapping on actually when I do this. So this pump now should pump 70 cubic meters. That is what we have available from this one well that we installed because that's the max production from it. If for whatever reason we need more, we just place another well on the other side connected to this pump, and then this pump will run at 90. That's really all we can ask for, but I don't think the extra 20 cubic meters would make a huge enough difference. Now we need this water switch. So the water switch has a 1 in, 3 out. Pretty simple, I would say. Where's your connection? It's always on the back. Okay, it's on the back. I would actually like you. Oh, there's not. There doesn't seem to be enough footpath connectivity that could get it in there, but put the first switch here, then put the next switch here because that makes sense. That's a factory connection. That is not. I don't like you there. This is fine. We'll just keep going with this, and I will figure out the footpath connections later on. This one I can honestly probably put over here. Yeah, there's more space here. Put that one over there, and then this one will be the last one. But we do need all of these connections, otherwise we're not going to be able to do all the things that we need to do. Yeah, I'm going to put this one here, because I am brave. Cool. First, I will make sure that the 70 cubic meters can go through the main piece of these switches. Just like so. So now I do know that this pump will pump close to 70 cubic meters all the time. And they have a main pipe to connect all that. Everything else would get the smallest pipe because these only need 10 cubic meters of water a day, if they even consume that. So now I just took away 20 cubic meters total. Now we make that, can I make this turn a little smaller? I can, nice. 20. I don't know if you can tell, but I completely forgot about the guy that's over here. So what we're gonna do is, I think just another switch. I am not 100% certain if the switches are perfect pass-through or not, because if they're not perfect pass-through, and we're losing a little bit of pressure each time, or if they can only go 1 deep, then I will have to go back and fix all of this. But at this point, ugh. What is it doing? Let's try from this one. Too sharp of a turn? Just make it a bigger turn then. That's fine. And same thing. See that? Yeah. I mean, I'm recording it. You probably see it. Pretty sure you see it. Let's try that again. Another switch. Put it a little closer to that side this time. If this one's happy. Oh, you still don't want to. You still want to play a silly game. Do we have another option here? I don't know if we do. At this point, I am not moving the stuff around. So, what if we go like this? A little bit of an angle. I'm hoping that this one, you know, that's better than it was before. We're just gonna go with that. I like it. I like it enough. Get you connected here, and great. So there's another water switch there. You could say, why don't you just put a water tower here so you always have enough water available for when you need it, to which I would say, you are absolutely right, guys. Let's do exactly that. Let's give me a big water tower. Yes, I want to use a big water tower simply because I want the... I want you this way? Yeah, I think I want you this way. I want the extra storage, just in case it happens, because I don't expect this industry or this area to always be full of workers, but when there are workers, I need the water that I need. But this pump can run 24/7 without workers, and I don't have to worry about it. This is actually a pretty nice idea. I like this. Thank you, guys. Put that one there, put this one here, that looks good. There's a pump there, there's a pump there, and this is all fine. Let's just get the last ones in here. And then we get to the main course of this operation. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Because the sewage is still a thing that we have to do and have to do right. Somehow this is symmetric, like a handlebar mustache, but okay. That works. There's all the pumping. We definitely need power over here, but that's a problem we have to solve later on anyways. Cool. That is the first thing. The second thing is drinking water. We need drinking water out here, as well as sewage. And honestly, I feel very strongly that we could get drinking water and sewage from this distribution office over here, as long as this tower actually gets filled up, which it is right now, because our crime rate is down and our overall productivity seems to be doing okay. Drinking water has poor quality. I don't know what that is. Because drinking water over here is 99%. In the prison, however, it's always managing to not be the same percentage. I don't know why. Sewage is fine. Yeah, no. I think we can use this technical service to bring water and take care of sewage over there. Sewage is right here. I don't... You have a water loading station? Where? Oh, you already have a water loading station right there. So I don't have to worry about that. All I have to do now is place a water substation and a sewer somewhere that's in range of everything. So let's do that really quick. Right here feels pretty good. Yes, they do need road connections, but I mean, you need that anyway. So put that one there. That feels good. Sewage tank right next to you should also be fine. I think they both have the exact same range. Give you... That's not what I thought it was. give you a nice path connection right there, and that should take care of this. So now the trucks from over there, which this should be in range once it's actually built, the trucks from over there should deliver water to the substation, which 13 gallons at a time or 13 cubic meters at a time, and should take sewage from the sewage tank. Also, when it's hit like 10 or so gallons, it should be fine. What is your problem? You are running without issues? It doesn't look like you're running at all. Did you break the animation? Interesting. I don't know what's going on there. But this should be a pretty good start. The only thing I think we will do once the gravel roads are done is turn the middle of this road into asphalt so our walking speed is increased, because otherwise I'm not sure that we have a workable distance here. We could potentially, no, I can't even do the footpaths because that means I would have had to use the other forklift crossings, which I didn't. So yeah, this is probably going to be an asphalt road when we're done with it. What we can do right now, though, is make sure that this connection is actually going to get to where I need it to go. And this is a slight downhill, so I hope this will work. And this is going to be annoying because I have to find just a path connection for this guy, but this is what I'm hoping for. I said some infrastructure is in the way. You cannot build underneath that thing. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's fine. We can actually get a real underground pedestrian entrance here. that will take care of this. I just thought there's enough of a distance that can make this work the other way, but that's fine. Underground, and then get your underpass. Thank you. With this guy in here, life should be pretty good. That looks nice. Is it going to be expensive? Probably, but is it going to be worth it? Hopefully. And there you go. We could totally connect all the ones in the back here with footpath. That's totally an option, but we can't do that on this side. We would have to do another underground path that gets over there, but I really hope that we can just do everything through the road system. That would make my life the easiest. Cool. So all of this is being worked on. I should probably send Construction Office 3 out here as well. They're really far away, so I don't know that they're going to take any of this automatically, but that's fine. Money-wise, surprisingly, we're doing okay. Yeah, we're exporting a little bit, and most of that export is going to be alumina, so that we should also take that into consideration. What the? Pressed the completely wrong button. It's going to be painful, isn't it? Remove that. Okay, that works. And this one again, get me that one. Really laggy now. I don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Cool. Get that one assigned, this one assigned, that's all happening. This one's moving really, really slow. I don't know what's happening there. And yeah, that's fine. This is 9 chemical plants. 9 of them. And they're gonna produce, if I'm lucky, 9 tons, less than 9 tons of chemicals. And that's not a lot. Where are you trying to go? You're trying to go to this chemical plant. And then to this warehouse, but you can't get... Oh, you can't get to that warehouse because of this thing. Yeah, I get it. Number 1, can you fix this, please? And this, and this, and this. Cool. Good of you. Yeah, it's going to take some minutes until it's actually produced, or until it's actually constructed, but I'm fine with that. That's cool. I can technically start constructing the rest of the industrial industries over here as well, but I'm not quite ready yet for that. Hold up. Hold up. Construction. Prefabs panel. Don't require water. Good. How about bricks? Excuse me. Bricks don't require water. Good, so I don't have to replace them or do anything funky with them. I like it. Great. What else do we need? Bauxite. How is our coal stuff doing? This one should be full. It is full. This one is empty. It's not good. That means these are empty. That's not good. How many people are waiting here? Nobody. How many people are working here? More. You have more people working here, but still not enough. So what can we do to make all of this a little better? I think one of the things we can do is bring more people in on the trains that we already have. This should be a meat train. Very good. Well, yeah, this is a train that I actually have going to the extra station. That is nice. And I have another train I thought that I told to go out there. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. It goes... Oh, yeah, one goes out there first, one goes out there second. But yeah, we just don't have enough people making it up to these coal mines, and when we have enough people there, then we have people down here picking up all of the coal that they produce. So that is not very helpful. We just need more. More people to get up here, and the only way to do that is to get more people into this cableway station. Something I should probably do then is check on the numbers of workers that we have in these places, which is not a lot. Most of them are here, and I can't get a bus in here. I do need another train to come out there to do something useful. This is a pretty big train. Let's let this run for just a second. Let's actually follow this guy. I think that would be nice. We actually have to see how many of the passengers will get out. Okay. I'm expecting all of these will get out here, which is fine. Because if there is anyone left over at the end of this, I would make this train continue to the next station, and as you just saw, that's not the case. So yeah, I can't do much there. You have to go home. Thank you. Did you complete the whole thing? How did you not complete this whole thing? There's nothing here that you needed. Like that all should fit easily in your thing. But anyways. There's your chemicals, there's that stuff, there's this stuff. That is neat. There are all the trucks coming in. Yeah, we're gonna build a lot of stuff here. How about some power? Well, we need power for this area up here as well as for these areas down there. So I think 2 of these power substations should be appropriate. That one looks like it's hitting everything that I care about. That's good. And this one should hit the rest. Cool. Easy enough. Do we have any open power connectors? Thought I had one out here, but apparently not. There's that line running here. There's a power line connection here. Could work. There's another one here, but that's not quite what I want. How about high voltage connection? There's one here that we could run back into this area. That's not helping. I can't disconnect this guy right now because we need it. So I think the right move to go is make a quick and dirty medium voltage connection that has a wire coming into here and then wire coming into here. And it's relatively easy to do, so let's just do that. Should I... Right now I'm just debating on where this should go and where the line should run. I think the line should run next to the road, so you can go there, then give me the 1.5, 1.2, 1.5. No, honestly, how much should I take? How much do you use in power a day? You need daily water consumption, don't care. Max power consumption is 25 megawatt hours. Divide that by 60 because of hours, so you're at about half a megawatt per chemical plant when it's running at 100%. It's not exact, but it's close enough. This one can get me 2, so a little over 2 actually is what a substation usually does. Where is the substation up here? There's one right there. You can do 2.5, so effectively 4.5 to 5 is what I can get. So yeah, this is fine, but I have to use the large voltage wire, and it's 2.3 is the max voltage that I can get out of this. So actually, if I ever run these at 100%, these both need their own wire connection. So I can't even do what I just thought I could do. So let's get rid of all that. And we just run 2 simple wires all the way up to here. I mean, we definitely have the material to do this. I was just hoping we could get around this somehow, but that's okay. Let's have you run in here. I mean, we already have a voltage line running this way, so it should not be a huge deal. And then have you just cross over and get in there. I think that makes enough sense. Get number 2, hopefully as easy. Still offset, I'm fine with that. And then we're going to try to run this. Yeah. This is the problem that I usually encounter, that the wires are, or the poles are not being placed everywhere because there's already a pole right there where you don't want it. But if you don't place a pole everywhere, that usually just means that your wires will hang lower, and sometimes it looks really ugly, sometimes it doesn't. So we're just left with placing these a little more manually than I want to. That's okay. Okay. Is this the prettiest way to do this? Nope. That's fine. So have you definitely come over here. Then from here, you are a free wire. Just do whatever you need to do. Really? There you go. That's what I need you to do. That looks good. That looks good. And then there you go. Got them all in there, and those can all be constructed and built and do all the things with that you need to do. I like it. Do we need anything else at this point? Nope, everything just has to get built. So let's do a quick swoop with big construction office, and then a big swoop with the little one as well. Get as much as you can. I may let this get built by the time we come back. There is something I remember now that we didn't do yet. Happiness went down again. Government loyalty went up, though. That's an interesting combo. Gotta keep an eye on that. But let's get these sport facilities at least completed. We should be able to do that now, and then hopefully they're done after the next winter, so we can use them. This is still a problem for me. I think we're just producing enough for these two guys, but that is obviously not enough. So I can't just add another train in here, because we're already so overloaded with the trains that we have that that's just not going to work. This one goes to the steel mill, and that's usually doing pretty well. This one... Hey, snow. I think I'm just going to wrap it up here just with the snow. I will think about what I can do here. I think there are some options with buses. I just don't know where I should pick people up from yet, because there's not... Like, if I want to use a bus for the for the mines, I want to at least use a bus with more than 100 people, or spaces for more than 100 people, but most of these stations don't really have 100 people waiting. There's one. We're going to put a bus there. And I'm just going to have them drop off directly at the cableway station. I think that will be fine. Cool. Well, I'm glad you were with me this time. And yeah, next time I would really like to build that extra city that we're planning so far. And we'll see how this winter treats. How am I getting down to 18,000 people? I just lost 2,000 people. To what? To what exactly? Temperature in building is too low. Yeah, nobody goes out to heat here. So many problems. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.